Okay, so what I want to do in this video is actually play two caves runs side by side. And as you can see, the one on the left is the current world record, which is held by plymouth20. And then on the right over here is my own personal best, which is 240. And so these are 2 seconds apart. I think technically they're like a second and some change apart. But as far as the in-game time goes, his is 238 and mine is 240. And I'm going to refer to Plymouth as he just because I assume he's male. But so I'm just going to play these two videos side by side, and my goal in doing it is to see what little things Plymouth does that I don't do that kind of give him the edge and give him the advantage over me, that in the long run leads to a 2-second difference. And by the way, this is glitchless, so we're not using any glitchless in this run. And the way I like to do these runs is just all single segment, and that is the way Plymouth did his run, and it's the way I did mine. And so I'm just wanting to look pretty close at these and see just the little things he does, the little time saves that he makes, because it seems like in general we use the same route, we use the same techniques, but there are just little things here and there that you have to look close to see that he does that is going to give him the edge in the long run. And so I just wanted to look at these together and kind of make a video of it to just show people who may not be familiar with Tomb Raider and speed running of it, just kind of the little things that go into saving time in this game. So anyway, I'm going to back the video up, and I'm going to start it from the beginning and go full screen. And yeah, I'll just kind of start and stop as I go and advance frames a little bit in slow motion and stuff. But okay, so we're going to start, and nothing really happens too much at the beginning. We're just both running down this main hall. So it looks like we both take pretty much the same line right here with these wolf tracks. So we're pretty much aligned with those tracks. But right here on this last jump, as we get close to the end, we're gonna turn right just a little bit. And Plymouth is actually going to take out his guns. I don't know if there's a reason for that or not. I know that sometimes when we get to this area, we take out our guns to bypass the camera shift that takes place to sort of point you in the direction of where you need to go. It kind of just throws you off when the camera shifts like that, and so you take out your guns because for whatever reason, when you have your guns out, the camera doesn't shift in that way. But with the route we're going, it's not going to do that camera shift. So I don't know if there's another reason he pulls out his guns right here. So you can see him pull them out right there. But and so we're pretty much neck and neck right now. But we're going to veer left as soon as we land, and it looks like we land both right between these two tracks. So it's like we land in pretty much the exact same spot, and we're turning to the right now. And as we do, we go up, and the goal here is to hit this ceiling, this rock ceiling. But it looks like Plymouth hits it a little bit differently, and this will be the first key difference, I think, between each run. He's going to hit it a little bit differently, and you're going to see, and I'm going to advance it by frames right here. He hits it, and watch when he hits it and starts going down. So he's already going down. It takes me another frame to go down, so I must have hit it at a less ideal spot, because it's already pushing him back down to the ground, and he's going to be able to start his next jump before me. And so I'm advancing the frame. See, his animation here is already reset, his running animation, and mine hasn't yet. So it takes me another 3 frames or so for my animation to reset now. And now the goal is to jump. We're going to advance. I'm just going to hold down the frame button for a second. It's going to take it in slow motion. So we're going to jump. That's kind of really slow. To jump onto this ledge here, but you can see he's kind of ahead of me because he's already made the jump, and his run animation has started again, and I'm still kind of in the process of the jump, and there's where my animation resets. And so also this jump here, as we jump up to the next ledge, he's gonna take a more kind of leftward angle, and you can see as he jumps, his feet kind of go into the ledge a little bit, but you can see he's right over the this place where the snow hangs down real low. But watch where I jump. I'm kind of way over in this corner, and the snow that he jumped over is right here to my left. So I took a wider angle here. And this trick that you do, when you do it, I'm not really thinking so much about my angles because I'm just trying to do it, and it's sort of hard to do. I have to try it several times usually before I get a successful jump up these ledges. And so I'm really not thinking too much about the angle at which I'm jumping up. And so, but I guess that's ideally kind of where you want to jump, where he jumped. So my angle is more wide here. His run animation is resetting already, and I am behind, so I'm still trying to land, and there finally I land. And so, but he's way ahead at this point. Well, I mean, not way ahead. We're talking fractions of a second here, but he's already making his next jump, see, and then I'm just a little bit behind him there. And so I'm just going to let it run here. Well, not yet. I'll keep doing the frame thing for a second, but you can see sort of, and our cameras are doing different things, interestingly, but so you can see and I think I actually get a better line here down this next hallway because I end up catching him basically and getting right back pretty much neck and neck with him. And I think part of that is maybe I'm in a better place here where I'm going right over this snowy part, this little snowy spot on the ground, and he's over here to the right of it, you can see. So I'm just going to let it run a second, and I don't know if as he's running here, if he's sort of swaying back and forth a little bit, and I'm keeping a more straight line to the next entry point. But you can kind of see as we're here now, I'm still just a little bit behind, but I think I've gained on him a little bit. We turn into here, and then as we make this landing, we land on right the same spot. And again, I'm just a little bit behind, but I feel like I've gained on him a little bit. That could just be me. And so now we're doing these jumps. I feel like something about the way he optimizes these jumps, he gets a little more ahead of me. But anyway, we run down these steps, and he gets to his switch here a good bit quicker than I do. So his animation starts there, and then yeah, I'm slow getting that switch for whatever reason. He's already way into his animation. Anyway, we do our switch animation. We come into here, taking just the same route. He veers to the left a little bit. I do the same thing to so that we don't get up on this step. But I mean, we kind of glitch into the step a little bit. You can see my legs are halfway in the step. But anyway, where we land here is different. So he lands right here in this little at the tip of this little spot here, and I land way over here to the right of it. So he's probably got the more optimal jump there, because he's going to be able to get up on this ledge quicker, and it's going to take me more time to do it. So that's what we do. We go over to the same ledge. He's obviously a lot getting up there a lot quicker than I am. And then we both pull up right about where this polygon line is, and that's where I usually target, just for consistency's sake. We do the same, basically the same setup here. It's really pretty crazy how like identical the runs look, aside from the fact that he's optimized his movement a little more. We both jump over to the bridge, both jump down, do the same landing trick where we press the grab button so that we can, for whatever reason, the game lets you get up quicker if you do that, and then we run forward, landing right there for the bridge, both turning. There's not a whole lot to speak of here, I don't think. He just kind of maintains the same. He might be incrementally getting further ahead of me, just with some smaller optimizations that I'm not really aware of and can't really see. And by the way, if anybody else sees anything I'm not seeing and wants to chime in, please feel free to do that on the comments. I'm not really an expert in this game at all. I've just played it quite a bit. I've played this level in particular quite a bit because it's probably one of my favorite levels in the game. But anyway, I'm going to keep it rolling here. We do the same thing. It does seem like he's sort of pulling away from me quite a bit. We do the same thing. And right here, and so watch his screen. He's going to do something really that's actually pretty significant, I think. He's going to run toward the wall, but he's not going to run all the way up to the wall. He's going to get as close as he needs to get to the wall to pull the switch, but he's not going to go right up to the wall. Me, on the other hand, you're going to see that I go right up to the wall because that's just always been my habit. I just basically face plant into the wall. He stops just a little bit short of the wall, and I think that's going to be significant. So as you look at his animation here, and look at where his feet are, so just kind of keep that in mind. I mean, I don't know how to measure that in inches or whatever, but you can just kind of see the distance that his feet are from the wall. He hasn't gone all the way up against the wall. He stopped short of it. And so, but me over here, look at my feet up against the wall. Like I'm basically as close to the wall as you can get. And also another thing, I'll back up just a little bit. He is as far left, and I am as well, pretty much, as far left on the switch as you can get. And I think that's important. I haven't exactly figured out what he's doing to set up this next part. So if anybody wants to chime in on that, please feel free. But I know part of it is that he is a good distance from the wall, whereas I'm not. You can see me, well, you can't, I zoomed out too far. You can see me here. I'm like right up against the wall. So anyway, so he does his side flip right here. And because he started out a little bit away from the wall, he's going to stay a little bit away from the wall. And that means when he lands, he can do this quick turn in a way to where he doesn't get caught on the wall, doesn't get in his way. He's able to just smoothly turn to the left. Whereas for me, if I were to try to do that when I land, I'm going to do a roll, by the way, right here. So, but when I've tried to do this that he does, and I'm right up against the wall, I can't do that smooth turn like he does right when he lands, because I end up running into the wall because I'm so close to the wall already. So what I do is this more kind of easier to do tactic, which is just you roll and then you veer to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry, and then up onto the next ledge. But you can see he's already well into this next hallway because of what he was able to do. So anyway, just to show you the difference in that again, he pulls the switch. Let's see, he is gone at that point. And that's probably, I would venture to say, where he gains the most time on me. And so other than that, I think the rest of the run is pretty much the same. We do the same thing on this jump. This is just the standard stuff. Jumping into that little place, and then nothing different here on this switch. I did time this very last segment. So from this switch pull to the end of the level, it takes around 11 seconds, and I actually timed it. And this was just to kind of make me feel better, I guess. But I think I actually did this last segment quicker than him. Obviously, he's ahead of me, so it wasn't enough to like catch him. But I think I did do this last segment a little bit quicker. And by my count, it was like 7 frames quicker from the moment I pull the switch to the moment I get to the end of the level. But anyway, so you just pull out your guns, do this run in here. This is all pretty standard, and then we ended the level 2 seconds apart. So anyway, that was just a quick little run through of a Tomb Raider level, the first level of the game, Caves, from Tomb Raider 1. And so anyway, it was fun for me. It was kind of just a way of looking closely at the differences between these two runs, so that I can kind of get a sense of what I need to do to try and optimize and maybe push for a 239, or who knows, one day maybe a 238. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, I guess, if I ever do another one of these. But bye.